Hey guys, if you can hear background noise, it's because there's background noise. Anyway, so today I'm gonna talk about a guy that I had a crush on a long time ago, but because he is so interesting to talk about, because his case is so interesting, I think every now and then I'm gonna come back here and talk about him. Not because I'm not over it, I'm so over it. It's just that I don't know, there's just so many things to learn from his experience. Like it's just so I can't deprive you guys from this. Okay. So this guy, essentially is a narcissist. I think he has some form of, diagnosable narcissistic personality disorder. And he should have graduated 2 years ago from the bachelor's. He started the bachelor's right when I started, and he's still doing it. The reason why he's taking so long is because he's been doing everything but school. There's activities and stuff that you can do in college, whatever. Like, there's this contest, there's this other contest, there's this like activity that lasts a few days that you can participate in and whatever. But the thing is, like, those activities are not really compatible with studying and all that. And especially if you get into, midterm season, final season, all that. Like, if you want to do well in school, like if you want to finish your exams and do it and everything, you can't do those things. And because he joined so many things, obviously, the more you do, the less you can do. You know what I mean? Like, the more things you do, the less you can give of you know what I mean? You can't give your all to each. If you do 5 things, you give 20% to each. If you do one thing, you give 100% to that. If you do 2 things, you can do 50-50. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I don't want to put myself as an example, but I couldn't do shit because exams were so hard and everything that I had to give my all at a given point to exams when it was midterm season, when it was final season, whatever, because you can really only do very few things or only one. I was only able to do one. I'm pretty sure there's been people who have been able to do 2 or 3 things. That was my experience. But obviously, the more you do, the less you can give to each thing. Anyway, so this guy, because he has this, like, the thing with being narcissistic is that you don't genuinely think you're better than the rest. You want the rest to think you're better than them, that you're superior, that you are perfect, essentially. And this guy has done many things in an effort to make himself, look better than the rest, make himself look like an example, make himself look like this person who's willing to, help people, who's able to, because he built like a community of people, like in college, that like have like common interests and stuff like that. And supposedly that community helps, like, it helps you like get integrated or like build like connections or whatever in the corporate world, which is not really the case. I mean, it's hard, you know what I mean? It's not that easy. And because he's doing so many things related to that, it's like, bro, like, if you think about it, okay, like, it's really cool, like, he's participating in so many things, whatever. He's a student, he built this like community of students, whatever. But I don't know if I said it because I started making this video twice. I don't know if I said it, but he and I started the degree at the same time. I finished the degree. I finished the master's. Now I'm working. Not to mention it's a PhD, but I'm working. Whatever job that is, I'm working. This man has not even graduated from the bachelor's. Okay? Okay, you build a community, whatever. You built a community, I'm sorry, in the past. Well, you built it, now it exists. I can't talk. Anyway, so you built this community and all that. You're participating in all these things that are really gonna do nothing, let's be honest, in the future, and you haven't graduated yet. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, and like, you're trying to do more things. You're trying to do things that seem like you're doing more than other people. But if you realize it, the people that started the degree at the same time as us, we've all graduated already. We're all out of there. And you're still in college, going to class, going to these fucking subjects. You haven't graduated yet. You don't have a job. Like, you want to make yourself look like you're so important because you are the president of this community when you should be out of there already. You know what I mean? There's a lot of us. I think he is the type of guy that wanted to graduate college already with a job or already with a business idea, or maybe he wanted to drop out of college having built a business or whatever, just like with many tech founders and stuff. Okay, cool. But it's not always the case. Me, for instance, I wanted to graduate from college or even drop out of college because I built a career in content creation. I'll admit this. I wanted to become famous or popular or whatever. I wanted to build a career before I finished my degree so that I would finish my degree already having a career. This is the first time I ever say this out loud. But anyway, I wanted to do that. It didn't happen. But I focused. I was like, okay, building or a community or not or whatever, it doesn't fully depend on you. It does depend on you, but not fully. So I was like, what really does depend on me is graduating. So at least I've been doing, you know what I mean? Like, at least I've been doing like the minimum that I can do. You know what I mean? And now I have a job and whatever, and I'm still trying. You know what I mean? But this man is doing so many things that are not useful for anything at all, and he hasn't even graduated. You're not even not graduating because you're building a company. You know what I mean? Like, and he's like older than me. The only business experience, we're spilling the tea so much here, like too much. Anyway, like the only work experience he has is one internship. One internship, bro. Like one fucking internship. Are you kidding? Do you know what I mean? Like, now I see them every once in a while, like making videos and stuff on TikTok and whatnot, like saying all the things that they're doing in the books that they're reading and all that stuff. And it's like, dude, like I used to say as a joke that they were a book club, that what they were doing was essentially a book club. And every day they look more like that. Because I'm not saying there's anything wrong with recommending books on the internet, but you don't have to register a full-blown association to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I could be recommending books on my own without having to build anything legally. You know what I mean? Like, what the heck? You know? I think that, wanting to be this, I'm still sick. I still haven't recovered my voice. Anyway, wanting to, you know what I mean? Because he wanted to seem superior, because he wanted to make himself feel bigger or whatever, he really focused on the smaller thing, quote unquote smaller thing, which is college, which you have to get out of to build a career for yourself. That's not a career. They're literally playing. It's not a company. It's nothing. It is essentially nothing. You're not even helping people. People are just joining just to say that they're there. You know? I hope nobody watches this because I'm spilling the tea too much. But you know what I mean? I hope somebody learns something from this. You know what I mean? Like, trying to seem, having this huge ego and focusing on making people believe that you're somebody who's better, more put together, more intelligent or whatever than other people. Like, you're trying to build an image that is not even, that people don't even care about, and you're really shooting yourself in the foot because you could be working right now and saving money to actually build that company. Or you could be working at a company, building connections within that company, and maybe getting promoted or maybe even getting hired in another company because you have experience in this other thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you can build that many connections when you're in college. Like, how many people can you meet from companies that they can hire you or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, you really have to prove it, but the way you prove it is, do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't happen, like, on purpose. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes people can tell when you're, like, acting out of interest, you know? I don't know. I just don't think it's that. I think it's counterproductive, you know? So, I just wanted to share that. Don't let your ego shoot you in the foot. Like, don't do, you know what I mean? Don't do less wanting to seem like you're doing more, you know? Because you're going to get stuck in that, you know? You're going to get stuck in the little things. And then you're going to realize, I wanted to seem like I was this and that. And then I focused on seeming that over doing the behind the scenes work, you know? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you next time.